Hey everybody, my name is Ellen, and I am coming to you from V2, which is a teen program in North Georgia. And this is our mindfulness room. And I'm so excited that you've joined me today because we're going to do a really cool exercise together. This is an activity that I've done with youth for years, and it's a legendary activity that we've done ever since we brought in mindfulness as a strategy for our youth back in 2017, um, or even earlier, perhaps. This has been one of those activities that's been there since the beginning and that we've brought back in over and over, but also kind of let it grow and develop. But it's consistently one that our youth enjoy and they ask for. So I'm excited to share it with you today. This is our garden meditation. So we're going to go on a journey using our imagination today. Um, it is a visualization type meditation, and all of those are really big words. It basically just means we're going to go on a mental journey. I'll be walking you through creating some different pictures in your minds of different, or a whole place in your mind, actually, that's going to be very peaceful and very calming. So before we do that, I need you to find yourself in a comfortable position. So you can be sitting upright in a chair with your feet firmly on the ground, or you can be sitting cross-legged on the floor, or you can be reclining, as in like laying down on the ground. Pick a position to put your body in where you're not going to be tempted to fall asleep, because as tired as we are, a nap is very different from a meditation, and our brains are involved in very different processes when we do that. So we're not trying to go to sleep. So if you know that laying on your side in fetal position is going to be the ticket to sleep in, then I suggest you sit upright. But pick the one that's right for you. If you're totally at home with laying down, again, I recommend being on your back. You can use pillows or props to keep yourself comfortable. If that's going to work for you, then go for it. We just want to be in a place where we can remain alert, but also relax. So go ahead and pause this video and get yourself in that position, and then resume when you're ready. Hopefully you have found yourself in a good position, either sitting or reclining, for doing this activity with me. So I'm going to share my screen so that as we create our own garden in our mind, you've got kind of a beautiful illustrative picture to reflect on if your eyes open and if you need to look back at the screen for any reason. So this is just a beautiful illustration that I found that hopefully will inspire us as we go on this journey together. So I want, before we go on this journey, for us to think about where we are right now, whatever room or space that you're in, noticing the ground supporting you and pushing back up against your body, either pushing back up against your feet or against your legs or against your whole body, connecting with the ground below. And I want you to start to slow the breaths a little bit. We're going to be breathing more like sleep breathing, where it's slower and deeper than we do during the day as we walk around. Those are very shallow breaths. We're going to do some deep, calm, slow breaths at your own pace. Notice if you have any fidgeting or moving in the body, and invite some stillness there, with the goal being that the only part of your body that's moving is your chest, rising and falling with each breath. In addition, I would invite you to close your eyes for this activity. If that's not something that's available to you, then simply gazing down or softening the gaze. We want to turn the attention inward into our imagination and not take in stimulation from what might be around us in our environment. The breaths become deeper. We release any tension that we're holding in the body, in the jaw or in the shoulders, just letting the body become heavy settling in. You will begin to notice that this space, this room or this place that you're in, starts to fade as we turn our attention into our imaginations, into our creative space of our mind. The outside world fades away. And instead, we step into our imagination and into a new space. And you notice that you've stepped into a place where you can see a wall, like a garden wall, and there is a gate. But before you approach the gate, because we will go there momentarily, I want you to look to the side, just outside of this gate, and I want you to notice that there is a very old and withered tree just outside of the garden. Before we go into the garden, we're going to approach this tree. This is a worry tree. And the worry tree is a wonderful tree because it will hold our worries for us as we enter into the garden. So as you approach the worry tree, I want you to think about whatever worries you have presently in your life, no matter how big or small or how many. The beautiful thing about the worry tree is that there's no limit of how big or how many worries it can hold. It can hold all of them. And so stand at the worry tree and deposit your worries at the worry tree. You can do that however you'd like. I like to think about shaking my worries off like a heavy backpack that I've been carrying around. But perhaps you want to hang your worries like decorations on the branches, or maybe you want to nail your list of worries onto the trunk of the tree, or set them like a lantern at the base of the tree. Take a moment now, however makes sense to you, and leave your worries there with the tree. If it feels weird to leave your worries there, you may even feel possessive over your worries, then don't fear. They'll be there waiting for you when we come back if you want to get them. For those of us who feel relieved not to have their worries, then that's okay. The worry tree will hold on to them well after the activity's over, if you would like. Now I want you to make your way towards the garden gate. Notice that the gate is there and it invites you in. Carefully open the gate and step through, noticing that you have now entered into your own private garden. This garden is a beautiful place, and it is a space just for you. Step inside another step and look around. See what gorgeous plants, what beautiful blooms and blossoms, what strong trees growing, inviting you in. Take a deep breath and smell the smell of your garden. Perhaps it smells like fresh cut grass, or like a campfire. Or maybe it smells sweet, or it smells like flowers. What does your garden smell like? Now take another step or two inside and feel the warmth of the air around you. Not too warm, not too cold, just right. Look with your eyes at all the vibrant colors in your garden. Greens, blues. What other colors do you notice? Start to stroll through your garden at a leisurely pace and maybe reach out and touch the soft, new, and delicate leaves of the trees. Or let your fingers graze across a beautiful flower. Hear the crunching of leaves and twigs beneath your feet as you walk. In this place, you feel so content. You feel so calm. You feel at home here. I'm going to give you a few moments to explore your garden on your own. You can wander wherever you'd like. You may find something surprising that you didn't expect. You may decide you would like to sit, perhaps next to some sort of body of water or on a perfect bench or hammock swing. Take a moment to explore this place that's your very own. And I will let you know when your wandering will be coming to a close. Start to make your way back towards the gate. Passing by all those beautiful plants and flowers and blooms that you saw when you first got to your garden. Remembering that the garden is always with you, a place you can return to whenever you need, a place that may look one way today and may look differently the next time you come back based on what you need. And as you step through the gates and gently close it behind you, bidding farewell to your garden, you notice the worry tree is still there happy to hold those worries for you. And if you like, you can leave them there. They may or may not find you back in your regular life. You don't have to go grab them if you don't want to. You can simply leave them there. Whatever you decide is okay. Now you notice that this space begins to fade. This place of our imagination begins to grow fuzzy. And instead, what begins to take shape and become more real is the place we began from, the room or the space that you're in, reality. You feel again the ground pressing up against your feet or your body. You hear the incidental noises of the space around you, as well as the sound of my voice. You feel the temperature of the air, the room that you're in on your skin. You notice again the rise and fall of your chest with your breathing. When you're ready, begin to slowly flutter the eyes open if they were closed. If you were laying, slowly coming onto one side or the other, making your way back to a seated position and meeting me there. If you're not ready and you need more time, that's fine. Stay as long as you're able. For those of you who are seated, meeting me here again in this space, I hope the garden was restorative and relaxing and a fun journey for you. When we do this at our facility, we do this regularly, and it's very neat to see how the garden evolves and changes for our youth as they come back to it. And I know that for many of our youth, they use this as something to do when they're having anxiety at night, maybe need help falling asleep. The garden is a great place to go at night when you're feeling a little overwhelmed or any time of the day. So let me know about your garden if you'd love to share. Give me your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you again in a future video. Thanks.